Yo, what's up everybody, this is Odyssey here, and this is a game called Kona. Well, never a guessed. But anyway, this game's been in development for quite some time, I guess, because I got it quite a long time ago and I played it a little bit, but it's like a detectives game. So it's like, there's like, I've said this, it's like so many times. But anyway, it's like, you're in Canada, I think, and something's happened, like a storm hits and it's like some monster and you have to like find out what's happened and how it's happened, and it's like I just didn't get that. But anyway, let's just get into it. I'll show you. Like, I played it, like there me saves, so I have tried playing it quite a bit and tried to get into it, but I thought this game, because not a lot of people have shown like shone light onto this game, so I'd like to show it off to more people, because there's only a limited amount of videos on this out there, which I don't think it's fair, because there has been a big there's been a lot of development into the background to this game. So I'd like to show it off, to be honest, because it is a good game, and I do, if you like games like this where it's got like a decent story to it, then I do advise you getting it, because it's not all that bad of a game, to be quite fair. Like, as you can see now, it's having struggle, like it does struggle loading and stuff, and but yeah, all in total, this game, it's like it's a good game. If it, like, this is the start of it. Just so there on the top left, that's like you have like three.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living.
I'll just let this go.
That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
Right, so basically with this person called Carl, this is his car.
Now wasn't a good time to wander about. Hamilton was still
so
out
you
there.
can turn on the radio on and off and stuff, so you have this, what's supposed to be a Chevrolet van, I think. But as you can see from like the start off, a lot of development has gone into the game, and for it not to be like I think that's like quite a neat feature as well. So when you look back, he puts his arm there so he can stretch over, and his feet move when you want to drive. So by the looks of it, you can tell there's been quite a lot of time in the background gone into this game.
Business.
But it just hasn't had enough.
Actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
Like, none of the big YouTubers play, well, big YouTubers, quote unquote, but yeah, none of the big YouTubers play it. So if you take, for instance, like, if Jacksepticeye or somebody played this, then I could guarantee a lot more people would download this and want to play.
When the roads were bad, muddy, or snowed in, it was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
So this is our little car. This is our little, our little whippet of a... Oh, it is a Chevrolet, I think. Is that it? Unless they spelled it wrong. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. So, that gate's closed. I do know you have to go and get bolt cutters from up here. And you're like a detective, as I said, like, at the beginning. Let's see if we can take pictures of these. It also is controller compatible, which I find quite good, because you do get the people...
The Polaroid, Carl's long-standing and faithful ally,
like this,
had seen a share of husbands caught red-handed cheating.
Stuff like that.
There's always something out there waiting to be snapped away.
So yeah, it's a good little game. You can get weapons and stuff, because there's... Right, before I go any further, there's like the little free things, so you have your health, your warmth, and your stress. The less your stress goes down, like the less further you can run, and do certain things. such as like drive properly, etc. and cigarettes and alcohol will relieve that stress, but they also take down your health. So you need to keep it balanced. It's not so much like a survival game, but it is in its own way. Right, so bolt cutters and fire starters, they're gonna come in handy. So to start a fire, you need a fire pit, which you find scattered throughout the map. Then you get, what is it? You get fire starter. You need fire starters.
Hamilton never
matches,
mentioned a
logs,
road-blocking barrier.
and
Why was it needed here in the back of
fire
Beyond?
pit.
That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it.
If you was on my last
Hamilton
live
is waiting for Carl in the general store.
It was highly unorganized.
It was
towards
time
the
for
end,
him to
and
get down to business.
I do apologize for that. It's just the stream was coming up as laggy and stuff onto my OBS.
William Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forest,
for people watching.
not too far from here.
So then I just decided to end the live stream, which
The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man.
certain amount of
Some
people do
saw a
watching.
wealthy philanthropist
like that.
dedicated to improving the region's economy.
I just hope this channel does go
Others,
somewhere,
an aging
because I've tried
Englishman
on
who
this
would do
channel so
anything
many
to
times
further
and
his
failed.
fortunes.
So
And those
I'm
ones
gonna try
hated him enough
this
to
time.
go on about scheming against
I'm
him.
gonna pursue what I want to do.
Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people.
I don't know whether to
Given
do
these
it in face cam either.
circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought,
This is where it goes to
the
shit.
target would become the man
I'm
himself.
thinking on using facecam too. But I don't know, it's just all like trial and error in YouTube basically. So I mean, yeah, you live and you learn. Few hours later. So see, as you can see top left, our
Carl
gauge
needed
has
to get
gone
out of
half.
there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Damn, this game looks so pretty as well. Like all the snow. I mean, I'd love to live in something like that, in the woods and in the snow. And that's the intro to the game. There we go. So the car that hit us is over here.
The driver had taken off. It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help.
I've always struggled with this part. It's not even hard, it's just you can't open the door. There we go.
It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
Aww.
Such heart-wrenching Nordic poetry that was.
Isabel, you give me meanings for
But
every
Carl
minute of
didn't
speech
care
of the
much
purity.
about
I would defend
flowery
purity
language.
against the winds, tides, against ice and blizzard. Aww. Yeah, okay.
This deep in the country, his last hope was to find an abandoned garage or a farm by the roadside.
Okay, we need
His
change.
life depended on it.
See, I already know this path. Up until the gas station. I'll show you what the gas station is. Right. I'll light this and then I'll go get a few more logs.
Complaining was not in Carl's nature. It would take more than light injuries to interrupt his investigation.
Well, let me take any more logs. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll put them in the back of the car. They have updated the game like in the past, and I haven't played the updates because I want to see the game from the start to like.
Carl,
The
like
finish.
many of his contemporaries, felt
look
like
at
he
it
had
now.
more trouble breathing when he
Actually-
wasn't smoking.
First aid kit. There we go.
Cigarette was his own personal breathing assistant.
Okay. The chains there.
Even better than he had hoped, Carl Faubert had succeeded once more and was now on his way to new
Go up there, but
adventures.
it's just a waste of time. There's not much up there. So, in the first 10 minutes of this game, it kicks you in, and wait, where am I going? Right, and I do advise, like, I do recommend this game because it's a fun game when you get deep into the story. I don't know how many videos I'll do on this because it's not like a full. I don't think it's a fully fleshed out game yet. Therefore, there won't be a full story towards it. So, this could be my only video of it. There could be 2 videos of it. There'll be less than 5 though. I guarantee that. In fact, this could be the only video towards it. So. Damn, it's so snowy. I'd hate to drive like this in this weather. I couldn't do it. I'd have to pull over. But Carl here is the man.
Spread out on a few acres of untouched forest, bellowing caribou, everlasting snow, and undefiled lakes, the Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people,
His voice
and
is
ever
so
since the
soothing.
Industrial Era, by
like-
the metal mining industry.
It's like a commentator's voice. You see those mailboxes? You might have missed her actually. There's another one. Oh god.
The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the
They
general
like
store was close
their
by.
houses. I mean, well, yeah, obviously. And this is another thing with the game. It like has to load up certain areas, which they'll probably fix later on. Because it's like you going into a different section of the game. That's like their loading screen. Which is, yeah, highly annoying. And you have to do it so many like times. But there's the gas station. There we go. Right. Knock, knock.
A milkman had to drive by every week to fill the bottles.
Down.
The fresh milk indicated a recent visit.
Dun dun dun.
Carl had no trouble recognizing his employer. He had been killed. There was no need to be a detective to figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized.
Very clever. You wonder why you keep pulling the torch out? It's because, like,
What could be
it's
inside that
everything
envelope?
possible stuff.
Carl was taken aback. He knew this address. It was said to be the address of the P.O. box for the Canadian Secret Service.
Whoa. So obviously someone stopped me from getting the letter.
Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him? An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Okay. Hello. It's me. Everyone. A secretary wouldn't be luxury here. Okay. Right, before we go there, let's just scavenge in here for a little sec. And there's a first aid kit here. Yeah. Also, if you'd like to check out my friend's channel, he's helped me out quite a lot.
The snowstorm pummeled everything in its path. Carl was not surprised when he heard no tone. Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store.
Check out
That
my
made
French.
him one of Hamilton's employees.
Shut up.
A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
Let's get this. Right, yeah, so, back to this French channel. If you check out my French channel, it's Swindaloni. He's helped me out quite a bit, not gonna lie. He's taught me how to use OBS, and you're probably thinking, well, OBS isn't like the hardest thing to use, but to me, it's hard. Okay. Oh, there's a cigarette. Can I pick it up? Nope. Yeah, flashlight, whatever. I don't know why I went using it anyway, but I mean, you know. So yeah, he's a good YouTuber. He does streams like me. He usually does a stream a day, but lately he hasn't because
Maintaining his composure, Carl recalled something from
other
his
things
military
coming up,
training.
obviously.
Wolves always stay away
Which,
from
it's not
populated
my place to
areas.
say, quite obviously,
Wait,
but
was it about bears?
yeah, you should check him out. He does podcasts with, well, we'll be starting podcasts. He's done them in the past. I'll be starting them with him, and he's like pushed me to make my channel active again because I was gonna leave it that I was never gonna touch YouTube again. But he said no, just try it, and maybe we can get this to work again. So yeah, he made me do it again. Pliers, okay. There we go. Okay. Not off to a bad start here. Dustbin, nothing. No, okay. I do know that there's a gun somewhere. I think it's... Oh, I need to fix this. Did I fix it? I think it's in the post box. I am not too sure though. And now I need to turn the generator on. There we go. Not bad, not bad. The gun. Yeah.
Something fell to the
There
bottom
you
of the box.
Now we load
A murder
it up.
weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on. Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
Jeez. So this has been Kona. I'm gonna leave this video here. Whether I come back to this game or not, it depends on what game I want to play, or how well this goes. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. Please drop a like and subscribe because it helps more than a lot of people think. If you want to know that feeling, then I do. Push people to start their own YouTube channel no matter what. Whether they're scared in case people find out and then they'll get, I don't know, skitted for it, like quote unquote skitted. Because I know what it's like. But don't let nothing stop you. These days as well, you've pretty much got nothing stopping you from doing it. So yeah, I do advise you do a YouTube channel, because it does feel good that maybe one day you could be the next PewDiePie. No one knows. So this has been Kona. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, subscribe, press the little notification button next to subscribe button, please, because you do not want to miss out on any more videos like this. Because let's be honest, who does want to? Who would? Is it? shenanigans. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side.